Welcome to a new edition of How the Race Was Won, and I suppose for all my American fans out there, it's time for me to eat humble pie saying that America would not win the gold in the women's triathlon at the Olympic Games, and that Gwen Jorgensen would get dropped on the swim and not be able to make up the gap on the run.
CoachEdu.net.
She somehow managed to hold on to the fast swimmers using a huge amount of energy in the swim to be able to hold onto the group in the front, because knowing that was what was needed to be done to be able to be ahead of the break. Now, in the opening laps of the bike, it was effectively only Nicholas Spirig that was doing the work. Gwen was sitting right at the back of the bunch, she's completely allowed to do that. There's nothing wrong with the rules there. But unfortunately, other strong bikers, like say for instance Flora Duffy, saw Gwen in the lead pack out of the swim, and instead of trying to force a break on lap 1 of the bike while Gwen was still trying to recover from her swim, they decided, let's all sit up and follow the pace being set by Nicholas Spirig and do our level best to compete for silver. It was as if everybody else besides Nicola decided that as soon as they saw Gwen in the lead group out of the swim, they'd made the decision amongst themselves psychologically. They'd checked themselves out of the game and decided that they were only competing for the minor medals. So kudos to Gwen for holding on through the swim and being able to get into the lead group. And as you can see, the gap between the lead group and the chase group changed from 25 seconds out of the water to over 2.25 minutes by T2. So it was vitally important for Gwen to make the break. So how the race was won, Gwen being able to stay with the swimmers, burning a hell of a lot of energy in the swim, and as a result, throughout the 40k bike leg, with the exception of 1 or 2 light taps, but effectively through the 40k bike leg, you saw the only time you'd see Gwen on the bike is when the camera was showing the back of the peloton, because that's where she was sitting, right at the back, getting as much draft as possible, getting as much recovery as possible. And then even onto the run, she refused to run into the wind. At one stage, Nicholas Spirig, trying to get Gwen to come through and take a turn on the front into the wind, on the run, had to slow to effectively just about a walk. And then even so, Gwen slowed to just about a walk behind Nicola, refusing to put her nose into the wind until the last 1500 meters, which is absolutely playing by the rules. But it certainly did leave a little bit of a sour taste in the mouth as far as the fans are concerned, but obviously as far as the American fans are concerned, the gold is what counts, and the gold is what Gwen got, and she knew what she had to do, and she was able to adapt her racing style to the conditions. So kudos to you, Gwen, and kudos to the American triathlon fans for believing in your hero, even though the course was not one suited to her style of racing, where she could take it relatively easy in the swim and bike still relatively easy and come off the bike within a minute of the leaders and be able to run through and take the win. She knew she wouldn't be able to do that in Rio, and effectively just about burnt all her candles in the swim to be able to get up there. So kudos to Gwen for taking the gold, and kudos to Nicola for putting in the type of gutsy performance, nose in the wind, out all day. Sooner or later, Nicola is going to be stepping up to longer distance. She's already doing half-iron distance. But can you imagine the battle between Nicholas Spirig and the Angry Bird out in Kona one of these years? It's going to be an absolute titanic battle. The two Swiss lasses obliterating everybody else, and taking each other right to the very limit of their abilities. That will be absolutely stunning to watch. That's it for today. Remember to hit the thumbs up if you like this video, share it out amongst your friends. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button down there as well. And remember, until we meet again, for all the videos on my channel that come out on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis, stay carved up for the win. I'll see you next time. Cheers.
Whoa! Oh.